voice of the people. National News.
Good afternoon and welcome to the National News on Voice of the People 96.1 FM. I am Gesire Agua. First, the headlines. Stakeholders urge federal government to employ holistic approach in tackling rising insecurity. Senate set to summon FCT Minister Nyesom Wike over insecurity concerns. In business, ACCI raises alarm on escalating inflation, urges President Tinubu to take decisive measures. In the world of sports, ahead of Super Eagles match today, analysts optimistic about Nigeria's chances. Details shortly.
And now, national news. We bring you all the big stories and what's behind them. Politics, business, sports, news, all on VOP 96.1 FM. Now you have a voice.
You're welcome back to National News. Now the news in detail. Amid the surge in kidnapping incidents within the country, a political scientist has emphasized the need for government to adopt a comprehensive approach in addressing these challenges. Speaking on Monday, Omoshola Deji acknowledged government's interventions thus far, but highlighted other factors to be considered.
Yes, Super Falconet during the weekend defeated their counterpart, and I think it's a good development for Nigeria football. Reason being the fact that we see the exploits that Super Eagles are really performing in the ongoing Nations Cup, and talking about our female teams as well. Them qualifying for World Cup is another achievement for us, and I believe they are not going to let us down with the calibers of players that they paraded so far.
Over the weekend, 4 sisters who were kidnapped alongside their father in Buhari Area Council of Abuja regained their freedom. FCT Commissioner of Police Haruna Garba affirmed the command's dedication to maintaining robust security measures in the area and across the territory, ensuring peace for all residents. Meanwhile, FCT Senator Ireti Kingibe has announced that the Senate plans to summon the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. The purpose is for Wike to address the FCT committee and outline his plans to improve security in Abuja. Senator Kingibe, expressing regret, mentioned she had previously warned about the security situation in the FCT, but her concerns were ignored. She emphasized the need for the minister to present a detailed plan to safeguard the residents of the FCT. Switching to health security, the federal government is taking proactive measures to protect public health from potential infectious diseases in Nigeria. Speaking to journalists in Abuja, Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, stated that there are strategic plans to enhance the One Health initiative. The National One Health Steering Committee convened to gather insights on the crucial need for implementing a One Health approach to tackle public health challenges.
So this steering committee in particular met to discuss an ongoing challenge that we have with fruit bats. Research has shown that some of them have been exposed to infectious agents that have potential to cause large outbreaks, even though none has occurred in Nigeria. So we are committed as a government to be proactive, prevent, not wait until a crisis has occurred and then respond to it.
The National One Health Steering Committee includes ministers from Health, Agriculture, Environment, Water Resources, and the World Health Organization, various partners in the health sector. In a significant move, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has introduced all robust mechanisms to monitor and trace narcotic products effectively throughout their entire life cycle, from production to the end user. According to a statement released on Sunday, the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, announced this initiative during the commissioning of the Narcotic Drugs Serialization Pilot Project in Lagos. Professor Adeyeye emphasized that narcotics were chosen for this serialization project as a strategic measure to address and mitigate drug abuse in the country. In other news, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has issued a clarifying statement affirming that its headquarters will remain in Abuja. However, operational staff will be relocated to Lagos as part of efforts to improve service delivery. Obiageli Ona, the Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, addressed the issue in response to a leaked memo suggesting a directive from the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, to move FAN's corporate headquarters from Abuja back to its original base in Lagos. Ona emphasized that those affected by the decision to shift the headquarters to Abuja have already returned to Lagos due to the lack of office space in Abuja to accommodate them. You're listening to the national news on Voice of the People, 96.1 FM. Still to come, business, entertainment, and sports. Please stay with us.
We bring you all the big stories and what's behind them. Politics, business, sports, news, all on VOP 96.1 FM. Now you have a voice. And now, national news.
Thank you for staying with us. And now to business. Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industries (ACCI) has raised concerns about the increasing inflationary pressures negatively affecting businesses in the country. Over the weekend, the ACCI President Emeka Obegolu expressed these worries, highlighting that the current inflationary trend is significantly impacting businesses and posing formidable challenges for entrepreneurs. Obegolu emphasized that the inflationary situation is worsened by the soaring food inflation, currently at 33.93%. He stressed the urgency for decisive measures by the Tinubu-led administration to address the nationwide inflation surge. On the entertainment scene, Grammy Awards have expanded their lineup of performers for the 66th annual ceremony, adding Burna Boy, Travis Scott, and Luke Combs to the roster. This announcement follows the initial reveal of performers, which included Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, Dua Lipa by the Recording Academy. The anticipation builds as more acts are expected to be unveiled in the weeks leading up to the ceremony on February 4th. In the world of sports, analysts are praising the Super Falconets for securing a spot in the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Colombia. Sports analyst Daya Owoniyi, speaking in Abuja on Monday, expressed that the Falconets' victory on Saturday signifies positive development for Nigerian football.
Yes, Super Falconets during the weekend defeated their counterpart, and I think it's a good development for Nigeria football. Reason being the fact that we see the exploits that Super Eagles are really performing in the ongoing Nations Cup, and talking about our female teams as well. Them qualifying for World Cup is another achievement for us, and I believe they are not going to let us down with the calibers of players that they paraded so far.
Meanwhile, looking ahead to the Super Eagles match later today, sports analyst Chukwunonso Arinze is optimistic about Nigeria's chances to qualify for the next round.
I think Super Eagles has got a huge chance to qualify for the next round of the competition. Come on, it's Guinea-Bissau. They're the opening boys of the group. They failed to win both of their games, and they have not been convinced. Even though don't forget they beat us here in Abuja by a long goal. It's got that go by Keita Balde, but we should be realistic. Come on, it's Guinea-Bissau. It's not France. It's not Portugal. It's a team that Nigeria should be able to get to hold their own. A draw is enough to qualify us as one of the top two. A win will keep us on top of the table, which is the target. If you listen to Jose Pesero, but come on, I think the chances is very high. The moon in the cap is very high.
And that's the national news on Voice of the People, 96.1 FM. Remember, your vigilance makes a difference. Protect yourself and your community. For eyewitness reports and news coverage of your events, for eyewitness reports and news coverage of your events, please call 080-766-06162. Follow VOP on YouTube at Voice of the People, Abuja. The news was produced by Alice Ennis. Good afternoon and many thanks for listening. I am Gisiri.